Okay, so in the spirit of getting this channel back on track, I decided to do 31 days of uploading in the month of March. Every single day I want to create a real, raw, in time, unedited video of me answering questions about my fitness journey. I apologize for the background noises. I apologize for my voice. I have had walking pneumonia for the last week, but I am committed to this process, and I hope that you'll come along this journey with me and learn more about me and share more about you so that I can get to know you as well. Each of these videos will probably be 20 minutes, so please feel free to speed it up. I know I have a lot of extra wind, extra downtime. I always listen to videos on at least 1.75, sometimes 2, depending on how slow the person talks. I can get a little loud, I can get a little fast sometimes. Anyway, I hope that you'll hang around with me and get to know more about me and my journey. Today, day 1, I have notes because otherwise I go all over the place too. Day 1, why did I start Tamara's journey to fit? So in December of 2023, that's when it all really started. I have not liked my body most of my life. Growing up, I thought I was fat, and I started my healing process in 2019. And looking back at those pictures of me, I posted a video on this channel of what I would say to my 15-year-old self. I look back at those pictures of her, of me, and what I thought was a really fat belly was not at all. I was so skinny and I never saw it. And I still struggle to see myself as my size. Some people would probably call it body dysmorphia. I'm not sure what it would be considered, honestly, but when I look in the mirror, I see someone different than who I see. If I'm just looking down. I've always been heavier. I graduated high school at 210 pounds, and from there it just went up. After I had my first son, I lost a lot of weight and got down below what I weighed when I graduated. I actually got down to 174 pounds, and I felt really good about myself. And then I got pregnant with our second child, and after that I was pregnant or breastfeeding for an entire 7 years. So it kind of took a toll on my body. You're supposed to allow 1 year between each child to allow your body to heal. I did not do that. I regret it now, but in the moment, there's nothing you can do about it. So just kept, barreling through that. And then after I had our 5th son, I had to do a lot of healing. I had him in 2020, and it's been a long journey. And I really want to get to a place to where I can look in the mirror and be like, I like you. I want to get to a place to where I can speak positively about myself because I am strong. I never wanted to be skinny. I really wanted to be healthy and strong. I want to be that person. I have asthma, so I've struggled with running most of my life. Last year I did my first 5K with my son, and I did a couple more after that. Definitely want to do a few more of those this year and eventually be able to run a marathon. I know that sounds wild, especially as someone with asthma, but I'm there are so many people out there that have other issues that don't stop them from living their life. They don't stop them. They don't allow them to be an obstacle. And I don't want to allow asthma to be an obstacle. I don't want my body weight to be an obstacle. I want to be able to push through all of that stuff and possibly, heal my body. Whenever I was running last year, I felt the best I've ever felt in my entire life. 31 years old, and I was in the best shape of my life. And that to me is amazing. And I hope that as I continue this journey, I will continue to get better and I will continue to improve. I want to be in the best shape of my life, 40 years old, 50 years old, 60 years old, whatever. As I go, I want to be that older person that is able to run marathons. I saw a picture of an old lady that's like, if you can read this, you know, I don't know what it said, but it's something on the back of her shirt. And it was like, I think it was like, I'm 80 years old or something. I don't know, but it was cool to me. The older people in my life are not able to live their best life now because they didn't stick with, you know, I don't know, maybe they, I don't know, but I don't want to be that person. I want to be that person that continually uses my body in a way that improves it and continually, you know, makes it better. And I want to be mobile. I want to be able to walk, I want to be able to run and climb, and I have 5 boys, so I want to be able to keep up with them and eventually, hopefully, be able to keep up with their children and be able to do all the things with them. And yeah, I'm on a journey to be fit, to be healthy. And it originally, like, it truly started. I want to say it truly started because we all get to that place where we're like, I'm done, you know, being this version of me. And that was December of 2023 for me. I did my physical December 14th. I'll probably never forget it, but December 14th, I finally had my first physical, like actual physical as an adult. Anytime I'd ever been to the doctor before, it was because I was pregnant. And those appointments are very different than an actual physical, you know, getting yourself checked out and making sure that everything is healthy and well with your body. I went in there with a list. I told my doctor, I was like, give me as much time as you possibly can because I'm going to do anything I can to get me figured out. I had been raising kids for 12 years. You know, technically, my youngest, he turned 5 this year, like 2025 this year. And so 2023, he was 3. Goodness gracious, it's crazy to think of that. But I had been a toddler mom for 12 years. And when you're a toddler mom, like, you're putting your kids first most of the time because they need things, you know, you have to take care of their diapers, you have to take care of feeding them, you have to take care of cleaning, and there's so much that goes with that I put myself on the back burner a lot, and I know a lot of moms do. And I didn't take the time that I needed for myself. I didn't allow myself to take care of me, and it showed a lot. And so 2023, I went to get my physical, and that was a turning point. We set up appointments for every 6 to 8 weeks after that. And when I first started this journey, I wanted to switch my focus from losing weight, because that's what it's been my whole life, losing weight, to something that I could stick with. I cannot control the amount of weight my body gains or loses in a certain period of time. But I can control the actions that I take to be able to lose that weight, right? So I had started watching tons and tons and tons of YouTube videos on people that had already done what I wanted to do. My original goal was to lose 100 pounds. Like, I was that done. So go from 251 was my starting weight to 150. That was my original goal, because I wanted to, at that point, I just wanted to get rid of all of that excess weight. But I lose my train of thought a lot, sorry. I'll get back to it. So I wanted to find a way that I could stick with it. And a lot of the things that these YouTubers were saying was set up consistency goals. So you can choose to move your body as many days, out of the month. So I aim to move my body 10 minutes a day as many days as possible, right? And so I got a calendar, and I put hearts on the calendar for the days that I move my body, and I put stars on the calendar for the days that I did not move my body, because I have used punishment when I didn't work out. I've used punishment when I ate too much, and that doesn't work for me either. So I was trying to find, cut out all the ways that I had tried in the past that didn't work. And this time I was like, I have to do something different. So I set up consistency goals. And the first one was at 30 days of being consistent. And being consistent is literally like show up as many days as you can. At that time, I had no set like percentage in mind. I was like, let's just see how many days out of this month I can move my body with this goal in mind. And I think in January of that year, I was 50% active. And I'm like, that's really good to me, starting it out and getting going. So for 30 days, I committed to that and I bought my first pair of running tennis shoes. I'm also one of those people that I can spend probably thousands of dollars on my kids, but I struggle to spend even $20 on myself. And I know, it's just probably that mom thing. But this time I was like, I'm buying myself a nice pair of running shoes so that while I'm training for running this year, I will not hurt myself and be able to run well and, continue running. So that was my first goal. And maybe it wasn't 30 days, it was 90 days. I think it was 90 days, 3 months of being consistent. And I think it was 50%, 60% and something. It might have been 70% the third month. But usually the third month is when I'm like, all right, I've done this for 90 days. I haven't seen the results that I've wanted. I'm done. But because I set up consistency goals, I was consistent for 3 months. And that motivated me. I'm like, I have been active for 3 months. Granted, it wasn't every single day. And I'm pretty sure there were like weeks within there that I had missed every single day. But then that following week, I got back up, got active, and just kept going. That was the biggest motivator for me. I set up 90 days and then 6 months. And I was going to set up a 9-month and a 12-month, but I did not. And I know that affected my progress over time because by October, I really slowed down. My active goal or my active level for October of 2024, was 13%. And I'd gone to the doctor and I'd started gaining weight again. And I told her it's because I've been inactive. I have not, when winter hits, you might as well consider me clocked out. I don't do well with winter. I don't do well with being cooped up in the house. And so October was a really slow month for me. I was still active. So, I was like, let's focus on that. Let's focus on the good that actually happened. I was still 13% active. That is better than 0%. And it was keeping that in mind. So then whenever I talked to the doctor, my goal was to be 25% active for November. And I think I got really close to that. So I was like, hey, that's good. We're moving in the right direction. And then December was 30%. So it just kept going up. And January of this year was over 50%. So consistency really helped me continue that journey through the entire year last year. And I believe that that's why I have continued, because I didn't focus on the weight. Yes, my weight fluctuated. I got down to 215 pounds last year and then went back up to 230 pounds. But still, I had started December 23, 251. So by that following December, 230, that's still a good loss. And my goal wasn't to lose a certain amount of weight. I had a goal to see where I would be. So from January 2024 to January of 2025. And I'm kind of kicking myself now because I didn't do pictures in January, but I do have, so I scan my body with Me 360. It's an app that you can get. It's a free app on your phone. And I scanned myself with that. And you can see a very visible difference. I'm not editing, so you won't see it, but I have pictures on, I think, Instagram. You can see a very visible difference in my size from January 24 to January 25. And that to me, like, that was the, you know, the yes moment, like I did it moment for me, because I only had a goal to see where I could be from January 24 to January 25. And I'm looking forward to continuing this journey as long as I possibly can. I wanted to do a lot of videos on here last year and show my process, you know, as a bigger girl and like someone that's in the moment. A lot of the videos that I've seen on YouTube are people that have already lost the 100 pounds. And I struggle to find the people that are in the trenches, essentially. So if you're someone that's in the trenches right now and you're looking for, you know, the motivation of someone that is in it right now, please say something below. I would love to follow you on your journey as well, because I want to be around people that are in it. I love seeing the progress. I love seeing, you know, the before and the after, the people that have already done it, and, you know, learning what they're doing on their journey. And I want to see the ones that are in it right now, how they're getting through it, how they're getting through the bad days. I want to share my bad days with you. I really want to share my food with you. And I struggle with that part because we're a family of 7. I feed my family of 7. We do eat normal meals. And I know a lot of people are like, you're on a health journey, but you're still eating like spaghetti. That is a staple in our house. We still eat chicken strips. I still eat mac and cheese. I just don't eat the large quantities that I used to eat, because I'm gonna tell you, I was eating for way too many. When I went to that first doctor's appointment, the first thing she said was download MyFitnessPal and start tracking. Just start tracking every single thing you eat. She's like, I think you will realize real fast what's happening, because I was someone that was trying to fast in the morning, and then I wouldn't eat until 1 o'clock, and then I would do the 8-hour window. So by 9 I was done eating. Usually it was earlier than that, because I was like, if I can squeeze it into 1 to 6 sorry, if I could squeeze it in a smaller window and eat less throughout the day, less time throughout the day, surely that would slow me down. When I started tracking, I want to tell you, I was eating 1,500 calories for each meal. And I only ate twice, thank goodness, because it'd have been way worse, but it was like 3,000 to 4,000 calories a day. We really only need 2,000 calories a day, some less than that. And goodness, that was the major eye-opener for me, because I had no idea. I really thought that I was doing good. I really did. Obviously not, because I was gaining weight, but that's one of those things that on this journey as well, I have focused on data. It's all data. And I track my weight, I track my measurements, I track my food. I still put my food in MyFitnessPal. Sometimes it's a lot, sometimes it's a little. I don't really, there's a lot of people that weigh their food and they get really, really, really specific about it. I try to stick to smaller portions, and I do eyeball it. That's probably not the best way to do it, but I know how much I used to eat, and I'm definitely eating a lot less than I was eating then. So I just try to stick with that. But I have other questions that I was going to answer within this question, but I want to be able to inspire the people that are in it right now. If you're someone that's, a little bit thicker, or you struggle with how you see your body, or you struggle with your mindset, any of those things, I want to be able to inspire you. I want to be in this journey with you. If you're someone that wants to share your journey on YouTube as well, I want to encourage you to share it. It doesn't have to be a crazy video. It doesn't have to be you, working out. It could just be sit down and have a conversation and get all your stuff out, get all your thoughts out. Sometimes we need this, and we just need someone to listen. And, maybe that's someone across the world, on YouTube. You never know. I just hope that this reaches the person or the people that need it. I want to do a key phrase at the end of my videos because I want to show my gratitude for those of you that watch all the way through. You are the true supporters that hang out through the entire video. And if you get to this point, the key phrase for this video, it'll be different for every single video. And then I will, shout out a couple of you on the next video. But the key phrase for this one is, I'm ready for this journey. So if you've watched this far, I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Share that phrase in the comments below. It's, I'm ready for this journey. And I will shout you out on the next video. I'm going to be posting every single day. It's a stretch for me, but it's something that I want to do. I need to do. I need to put myself out there. I want to make this channel successful. I want to reach the people that need to be reached. So thank you for being here, and I will see you on the next video.